guys, thank you so much for tuning in and clicking on this video. It's the latest on trend with your girl Dababy.
Big up yourself.
I ain't never addressed nothing before, because I always was like, nah, let me not talk to the internet, because the internet is always gonna make their own story up, whatever they gonna grab a little piece and put whatever story they want together. But nah, how I've been living here for the past 3 months at his house, at his penthouse, back and forth, here and there, since my baby was born. And then all of a sudden, I cook tonight. He want to come to the crib. I am sleeping in his bed, talking about, you need to go. You mean I need to go to a 5-star hotel, do it. Nobody leaving. And of course, it escalated. I want to put up a statement talking about, oh, it saddens me that I have a queen to raise you. You ain't even been here this whole time that I've had this child. You want to give cute little conversations talking about
Guys, things have really turned left for Dababy and Dani Leigh, because Dababy calls the police on his baby mom, who is Dani Leigh, after the two get into a heated exchange on Instagram Live. I'm gonna put up a few clips, and they've both made statements. They're both going back and forth, and at this point it's just getting really sad, because of course they've got a 3-month-old baby, and I'm just like, this is not it, guys. Like, this is not it. First, Dani appeared to be feeding their 3-month-old baby. She was sitting on the bed. That's not the clip that I'm going to put on. And you can see the two arguing and exchanging some harsh words. And then in another video from Dani's live, you can see the police show up as Dababy asked Dani to leave their home. Let me see if I can play this a little bit. So this is going to be audio.
Yeah, whatever. Shut the. Yeah. You want to record me talking about? Shut the.
I gotta record you for my sake.
Yeah, go ahead. This the first thing.
You ain't finna burn it. Down, get your phone. I mean, close it first.
Maybe the first time.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like this.
No. Go with your move, crazy girl.
The sad part about this clip is that she's legit trying to feed the baby. Like, this really breaks my heart. She's really trying to like feed the baby. The baby is 3 months old. What is it about men that do not understand the emotional distress that a woman goes through after having a baby is actually mad? And when a woman has had your baby, which you voluntarily agreed to insert your seed in that woman. And I know that there are women who trick men. I'm not talking about those circumstances, because somebody will come and be like, oh, but there's some women. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, you know, that during this act there is a high chance that that woman could fall pregnant, but you still proceed. I'm talking about those situations, okay? Why would you put her through that? We're not, like, obviously there's a lot more to the story, and I'm not saying that like she's innocent or whatever, but I'm just like, where is the maturity level? Like, because to be honest, when I read about Dababy and his history and everything, his baby mom, whatnot, I'm just like, at some point, and I believe this wholeheartedly, like, the minute you have a child with somebody, you ought to have a level of respect for that person, woman and man. Like, it's not just the mom or the dad. Like, there needs to be that respect level. Like, I cannot disrespect you, you cannot disrespect me, and my people cannot disrespect you, and your people cannot disrespect me, because we share a child together. How are you going to be arguing and proceeding to film somebody, like, when they're feeding your child? Like, first of all, that's really disrespectful. Like, obviously she's feeding the child like on live or whatever, but the fact that it's like, you literally don't care. Like, you're literally so caught up in the toxicity that you literally, like, you don't even care that there's a 3-month-old baby in the midst of that. And like, kids literally do feed off energies. Both Dani and Baby put out a statement following the Instagram live. Dababy states that he would like to swiftly remove himself from the hostile behavior. Let me read out the whole statement. He says, I would like to swiftly remove myself from any of the hostile behavior put on display moments ago. This here thing has gone far enough for Shorty to crash out on her own, and it saddens me because I still got a queen to raise. The last hour has been documented for my safety and business done based on my reputation. With multiple threats of setting up internet scheme and a person refusing to not let me go, me and somebody else here knew to record her. I done been beat on and yelled at and chased around like one if them fatal love attraction type girls. Oh Lord. But I knew to keep it together. My team will be in contact with any and everybody we're in business with who might need clarification. You know when people write the way that they would speak, like the English is actually mad? Okay. Another day, no big deal. I don't want no charges pressed or nothing. I just want her peacefully removed, which they need to hurry up and do. Like, who's they, please? Like, can he clarify who is they? Are you talking about her and your 3-month-old baby? Okay, let me calm down. As we speak, I ain't even want that behavior on display, but it's okay, man. This shall pass. It's all good. My focus right now is solely on this new project out, and this, which is obviously promoting his show. Hey, Shawty went out that way, but that ain't my business. I'm a father first, always, and always will be. This really me typing to no PR. She responds, and let's me just quickly go to, so she responds and she says, hey guys, since baby wanna put a statement with his cap ass, I'll put mine up. So we've been living with each other for the past 3 months since our baby been born, doing us, and tonight he wanna come in the room talking about I need to go, don't matter where I go, mind you, I have a newborn child. So he said I can go to a hotel. This man is mad because I had a plan B sent to his condo because all he want to do is come in me with no responsibility. Obviously, he probably wants me out so he can on his baby mother and other hoes who'll be knowing we've been together this whole time. But I just had my first child. This all goes to say that this man is a coward. I'm sleeping after cooking him dinner and he want to say I need to go, you baby. And damn, I really should have just listened to the cap internet about this man. I'ma learn and I'ma grow. But this right here ain't it. And I'm sorry to my baby that her father is kicking her out her home at 3 months. That's really sad. Sorry, I forgot to add this bit. She says, Laymas using this situation to promote his EP tour, literally putting the date on his statement. My God, my poor baby got a lame for a father, damn. Everyone go enjoy the show and listen to Stick Up Levels, which was written about me, since I am the crazy one in this love affair. And then she says, why every time I'm viral, this girl want to post about me? You know what I am. I have reached out to you to be cordial plenty of times. No one stole your man because he wasn't yours. Watch this interviews. Shit, watch yours. So you fuck a tight and I'm with him. You can't wait till at least you can on you. And the rest of these Charlotte hoes, you just one of them. Like he's told me, stop using my name for clout so you can post your period panties. And if you want to speak on me, link me. I mean, she did mention her first in her previous post, but okay. I'm just going to quickly play the video that she posted.
I ain't never addressed nothing before because I always was like, nah, let me not talk to the internet because the internet is always going to make their own story up, whatever they going to grab a little piece and put whatever story they want together. But nah, how I've been living here for the past 3 months at his house, at his penthouse, back and forth, here and there, since my baby was born. And then all of a sudden, I cook tonight. He want to come to the crib. I am sleeping in his bed talking about, you need to go. The You mean I need to go to a 5-star hotel, do it? Nobody leaving. And of course, it escalated. I want to put up a statement talking about, oh, it saddens me that I have a queen to raise. You ain't even been here this whole time that I've had this child. You want to give cute little conversations talking about
So yeah, guys, like I said, like this whole situation is just really sad. Like at this point, I'm just thinking about this 3-month-old baby. Like, why are you gonna have a child with somebody who has been treating you so bad, like consistently? And also, as a man, like, why would you put the mother of your child out with your baby? Bearing in mind the baby is 3 months old, still have that attachment to the mum. So basically, you're telling me that you're comfortable watching the police come to your house and come and take, I don't know what you expect the police to do, but to make sure that she leaves, picks up bags, picks up the baby stuff, like goes out in the cold at night or whatever, goes and checks in that hotel with your 3 months old baby, and you're comfortable with that, and that's okay. Like, listen, yeah, I don't care what the story is, I don't care what Dani Leigh did, but the fact that you're comfortable with having your 3 months old baby, and I keep emphasizing on the fact that the baby is 3 months, because that child has literally, like, is just starting to see the world. Like, it's only just starting to, like, connect the dots. That child can't even walk, that child can't do nothing, and you're comfortable, like your heart is at peace, and then you want to put out a statement and be like, oh, I've got a queen or princess to raise, or whatever he said. It's like, well, actually, why don't you, like, leave and go to a hotel, or go to, I'm sure you've got plenty of places to go, and let them rest, and then maybe be like, listen, in the morning, like, have everything sorted. Like, in the morning, let's arrange somewhere where you're going to be comfortable, because this is not working. Like, this is a level of maturity that I expect from grown people who decide to have kids. Like, what is it with these men that literally can't grow up? Like, what is this? This is absolutely disgusting behavior. It's actually mad. It's actually beyond me, and I'm actually angry, because I'm just like, you have a 3 months old baby and she's trying to feed the baby, and you're sitting there on live filming and recording, and then calling the police, like, and you're okay with that. Something in your heart is at peace, is settled, like kicking her out with a child. Nah, bruv. Like, you do that stuff when the child is not there. Okay, cool. If there was no child, you don't want her in your house, cool. But the fact that she's been in your house doing us, meaning that you've been enjoying, probably putting pressure on her, like she's cooking for you and all of that stuff, and she just had a baby. Listen, what she's doing, that's a completely different video, because she's doing a lot right now for a man who's been treating her, who don't even want her like that. But that's what females do. Like, sometimes we stick to men that ain't doing nothing, thinking that they'll change for us because they're with us right now. They don't want all of these other girls, when in fact they're enjoying you and all of these other girls, but you're allowing it. The fact that you are in this position, sis, is because you are still allowing it. Like, you've not built enough courage within yourself to actually leave. But you know what? That's cool. That's calm. Whatever. That's on you. But the fact that as a dad, he wants to come and now be like, oh, I've got a princess to raise, or right, but you're okay kicking out your child. Like, your home should be your baby's home. Now, unless you're okay with being a full-time dad and taking on that responsibility, then please don't do that. Please don't do that. Like, can there actually be like a mutual respect with the person that you actually decide to have a child with? Like, don't do that. Like, I feel like whatever she has done to him, the fact that he's comfortable and content and okay to kick her out with the baby, that erases any valid points that he may have. Sometimes we can't change what happens to us, but we can change like how we react. And the fact that this is the way that you react. Like, I'm sorry, like, I can't even side with you. But yeah, guys, like, that's the situation. Like, it's really sad because it's just kind of like, in this day and age, like, we can't help the fact that there are single parents, single moms. This is just the reality. Do you know what I mean? But there's so many things that we can change. Sometimes people want to come hard on like single parents, or not even single parents, or moms. They forget the fact that there were single dads also. But anyways, they want to come hard on single moms or whatever. And the thing is, like, you could still be with somebody. You could be married to somebody, and then you can still turn out to be a single parent, right? So life happens in life. We can't really do much about that. But what we can do is we can change the narrative on the toxicity and the levels of toxicity that we allow into our family unit. I solely believe that you can still co-parent in a healthy way. Like, it doesn't have to be toxic all the time. It doesn't have to be this. I'm sorry, it does not have to be this. So instead of us always like condemning single parents, because that's the deep rooted issue that we have. Because here we have a whole black grown up man, a whole father, who decides to kick out his baby mom and his child. And here we have a whole woman who decides to still tolerate certain things, and they decide to allow this toxicity to take place in their unionship, which will ultimately affect the child. But hey, that's a deeper conversation, because why is it that there is a higher rate of single parenthood within the black community, right? We can have that discussion, but at the end of the day, that's an issue that we are going to be forever solving, because we're not even having the right conversations. Every time we want to have a conversation about single parenthood, women will get defensive and men will always place the blame. Like, there is always a blame in somewhere. In order to have a conversation where resolution needs to take place, you can't play the blame card. There has to be accountability on both parts, and that's the problem within the black community. You want to address certain things about the way black women behave, black women get defensive. You want to address certain things about the way black men behave, or suddenly black women are aggressive and black women are too masculine and they don't want to listen. And it's always this blame game. There's never accountability. It's never, you know what, as black women, yes, maybe we need to be like this, more like this, do less of this, in order for us to bring and build a peaceful home. And on the other side, it's never, as a black man, I'm not doing this and I'm not taking accountability for this. So we're not really going to come with that resolution. However, moving forward, there's a flip side to that. Now, what we can now discuss is, okay, look, this is the statistics and this is what is going on within our community. There is a whole heap of neglect. There is a whole heap of single mums, single fathers. Now, what can we do? How can we bridge that gap? Do you get what I mean? Like, how can we ensure that within that single parent household there can be some kind of cordiality, there can be a common ground where we can still execute and exercise love, peace, joy, family values, and all of these things. We can still implement all of these things so that we can rebuild what has been broken. We're not having these type of conversations. We're still in the loop of playing the blame card, and that's the bigger problem. That's the bigger picture. That's why I get very touchy about the way that people address single parenthood, because it's always, oh, women are this, women are that, and especially black women. But what about what black men do? Like, do you understand? Like, can both parties be like, listen, I do this and I do that, what can we do? Like, how can we look at these points, these bullet points that is affecting and infecting the black community, that is rotting away the core values, that is rotting and eating away that core structure that we need? How can we deal with that? We're not having those conversations. So yeah, I've gone really deep now, but this video, like, this has really touched me, because I'm just like, God forbid anybody has to go through that. And as a mother, I can understand like the emotional roller coaster that you go through, especially, you know, during pregnancy and after pregnancy. And it's kind of like, as a man, like, not even as a man, but men really need to like have a deeper level of respect for women, like, because you don't need to understand, like, we can actually die during childbirth, and like it's really sad, like it really saddens me when men want to come and be like, oh, look at me, I'm trying to be father of the year, and try and post like, oh, I've got a queen to raise. It's like, listen, if you can't even lift up the mother of your child, or if you can't even pick her crown up when her crown drops, darling, like, you ain't gonna be able to raise up no queen, because she's gonna look at you and she's gonna be like, but you treated mummy like this, so how are you trying to treat me like a queen when you couldn't even treat the person who carried me as a queen? Like, can we please think deeper? Like, can we do that? Okay, do you know what? Like, I'm actually gonna go off again, but guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And I mean, I can have this conversation all day, really and truly. But thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you subscribe, hit your notification bell, and I'll speak to you guys in my next video. Don't forget to hit your notification bell so that you guys are notified whenever I post.